everybody. Sorry about that. My computer was a little messed up here tonight. Welcome to another fun episode of the 12 Days of Christmas. Tonight I'm bringing you a really fun project, but let's kick it off with a quick question. First of all, when you join me here, if you would let me know you're here, I would greatly appreciate it. I'm just going to make sure we're running on all cylinders here and that I am broadcasting where I need to be broadcasting here. Let's see. My page doesn't seem to be, my page is working, but my group does not seem to be broadcasting. Let me see if I can fix this real quick here. Sorry about that. Let me see. Okay. Everything looks good there. Let's try this and see if this works. We'll see if it pops up here. Hopefully. I don't want to miss out on sending this beautiful project from my Facebook group. For those of you who don't know, I do broadcast to a Facebook page, a Facebook group, and YouTube. Sorry about that. I'm a little tired tonight. We've had a lot going on in my family. My uncle's not feeling too well, so we're trying to get him better. So if you would like to extend a prayer to him for his healing, that would be wonderful. This is the season for good miracles to happen, so we're hoping he's blessed with healing. Tonight, I am going to show you a really cute project. Now this project you can use to give little treats to your mailmen. You could give it to teachers. You could give it to children. You could give it to a classroom full of kids. It'd be great for people at church or just those who have a Christmas, or I should say not Christmas birthday, but a December birthday. Or you could feel free to make this even in a fall theme and it would be very cute. So let me show you what we're making tonight. This, I'll turn it around here. Hopefully you can see it. This is a cookie and hot cocoa holder. And you have two pockets. Hopefully you can see both pockets here. So you put your cookie in one side and your hot cocoa in the other side. And then they have a really cute treat that they can use. Now, I will tell you this. I'm pretty sure a bag of popcorn would fit in there. And then you could put maybe like a giant-sized candy bar. Or if you're like me, I love dots. And I also like, those fruity ones. Not good in plenties. I'm not good in plenty kind of gal. Drawing a blank. Old age is hitting me, you see. But those would fit really cute in here. And you could kind of like make a movie pack. Okay, so I'm going to show you how to make this. But first of all, here's a couple questions for you. Number one, have you put up your Christmas tree yet? How many of you put up your tree before Thanksgiving? How many of you are a November 1st kind of family? Or how many of you are like the 1st of December or the day after Thanksgiving? I'm thinking more that go on the lines of a real Christmas tree, probably are waiting a little bit longer because, of course, the more it dries out in your house, you stand a risk of something happening to the tree, wilting, pine needles all over the floor, you name it. So let me know when you put your Christmas tree up. I'm just kind of curious, or when you decorate for the holidays. Also, have you prepared your card yet for Christmas or even Thanksgiving? Being grateful, there's nothing wrong with sending a card to tell somebody how much you appreciate them and how thankful you are to have them in your life. And I think too, as we get older, we start to realize that we're more and more grateful. You know, as a kid growing up, I mean, I was very thankful, don't get me wrong, for everything I was had and blessed with. But you really start to see the important things in your life, like family, God, a nice place to stay, you know, having your health, which has been key for me this year, trying to get my knee better, having good friends that stand behind you and support you. And I know I feel really blessed because I feel as though I'm in that situation in my life. I have good people. I have good friends. I have a great faith in God. I think it's super important. The one thing I'm struggling with is my health, though. And, you know, I'm trying to get that back on track. So let me know, you know, what you're doing in your life to further enhance the things that you're either struggling with, or things that you want to change over the holidays, or traditions that you carry on with your family or your friends. I'm anxious to see what you all do to celebrate. Okay, with that being said, don't forget, with any $50 purchase, you get all 12 tutorials for all these projects that we're making. And there's going to be a combination of 3D elements as well as cards. So, you know, if you don't like to make 3D, there's definitely going to be cards in there for you. There's going to be a few tags in there that you can put on gifts. I like the gift giving aspect of the 12 days of Christmas because we need to prepare a lot of those things for teachers and bus drivers and postmen and women and our UPS drivers. You know, if you're a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, UPS is very important to us. And FedEx. And just those you appreciate when you go into a restaurant, you can give them a little gift. You know, everybody likes to feel appreciated and wanted. All right, without further ado, I'm going to show you how to make this, and then the other way that you can get all the piece parts of this. So while you're going through the video here and you're listening, yeah, you can jot it down, you can take notes, you can watch the replay. But if you want this to come to you all prepared, where the only thing you have to do is pull out your stamp set and stamp this and assemble, you know, all the pieces will be cut. You get 2 packs of paper. You get the pack of the reindeer fun paper, and you'll also get a pack of the bow paper. You get an embellishment, and you get a ribbon product. And I will tell you the embellishment I have is one that you're going to want because it keeps going in and out of stock. And yes, I do have hopefully enough peppermints for everybody who wants to take this as an in-home option. The cost of it is $59, shipped right to your house. Everything's cut, ready to go, and you have plenty of supplies to make more of these. Not just one, but you will have more supplies to make many. Okay, sorry for all the babbling, but I am very exhausted, as I mentioned earlier. Let's go ahead and get started. If you're joining me tonight, let me know that you're here so I can see you. I know this is kind of a late time to come to you. But I see my sisters on. Thank you. And Linda, I see you're on. Hello, my friend. Annie, good evening, my friend. A lot of these ladies are my Stampin' Up! Friends besides my sister. And my sister's just a good friend, and we try to keep everything, all the forts handled, I guess you might say. So, all right, let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to turn my camera down here so you can see my hands. And again, this is the project. Let me turn down my brightness just a wee bit because it looks a little bit bright. And that is much better, I think. This is very easy to create. So the parts that you're going to need. Number one, you're going to need stylish shapes. And that's how you make this circle here. You are going to use not the big circle, but the next 2 sizes down. You are going to run these through your cut and emboss machine. Turn up the opposite way down, but I just want to show you like this. So it's going to create a circle going around it, and the center is going to be cut out, giving you this nice ring here. Okay. The other piece that you're going to need in the Stylish Shapes is this really cute banner. And I use the banner on here just to break up the color. Now this is another one of the boxes that I'd made. And you can see, you can still use this with Christmas Friends too. And these are the two stamps that I'm featuring, Reindeer Fun and Christmas Friends. This one involves a little bit more coloring. This one is real easy because you're just going to use punches and die cuts to make it. Okay, so your choice is yours. In addition, you will need the paper, Reindeer Fun. I am going to use tonight Reindeer Fun as well as the bow paper and Garden Green. I'm going to make a green version of this. I also use in the Reindeer Fun dies, I use the holly and the berries, so you'll want that. And then I am using a tag, and the tag comes from Greetings of the Season, because I wanted to hang a little tag off at the top of this, like this, that you could put a Christmas message on. Okay? And those are the pieces, besides your cut and emboss machine, as well as your paper trimmer. That's pretty much all we need. Okay? I'm going to zoom out just a little wee bit here because I want you to see more. You'll have to see my mouse in here because I'm adjusting everything with my mouse. I'll try to get it out of the way. Okay, so, hey, Mom-in-law, how are you? Hey, Cindy, welcome, welcome. So, here's the pieces here that we're going to use to get started. Number one, we need a big piece. I'll slide the finished one out of the way. You need a big piece here. This is 4 1/4 by 11, and then you're going to score it right here at 5 1/2. And it looks like now we're a little dark. Geez, I guess my lights in my room can't make up their mind tonight. And I'm trying to work my mouse backwards. Come on, get over there. Well, what is the deal? There we go. That's a little better, isn't it? Okay, so we scored it at 5 1/2. This is the base. And what this creates, let me show you on the piece here. This is going to create this main portion that we're going to put our designer series paper on. It's kind of like the tent, okay? So once you have the tent, then you're going to cut 2 pieces of designer paper. I don't want those two. I want to use this one because it has the green in it. And these pieces, these 2 pieces, the size on those is going to be, let's see here, 3 7/8 by 5. And I know 8s are no fun, but, you know, sometimes you just have to do it, right? And I'm going to take out my trusty glue gun here. Now, I have Tombow glue in here, so don't think I'm being a traitor and going with the other company, because I'm not. This is all Tombow glue in here. I just do that to make my thumbs happy so they're not all sore. And you're just going to line this up at the top. And it doesn't matter about the bottom here because the bottom's going to be covered up by the pocket. Okay? So we got our first piece of designer paper, 3 7/8 by 5. Then I'm going to turn it around and I'm going to take my other piece of designer series paper. And this is from the Take a Bow set. I'm going to put glue on the back of it. Now, if you're doing craft fairs and things like that, these are wonderful sellers because people love to put a variety of different things in there. Now, my sister, she sells jewelry with paparazzi, and these would be really cute to put a snack in one side and jewelry in the other side. So if you're looking for ideas to fill these little pockets of fun on here, the next thing I'm going to use is a 2 3/8 punch, and it looks like one of my stickers here went rogue from one of my ink pads. Oh, we don't need to mess with it, but 2 3/8 punch, and on the fold here, we are going to line up this punch halfway in, probably about like right there. You want to make sure you're even on this side here in this side here, and notice I'm about a little bit less than halfway. And I'm going to punch. Now this is thick, so you have to use your muscles a little bit. Oh, workout city, right? You could also use a die cut circle in there if you wanted to, or you could open it up and just center it and stick the punch in and punch it that way. All right, we're going to set this piece aside for just a minute. And then we have 2 pocket pieces. Okay, now these 2 pocket pieces, they are 6 1/4 by 4 in the garden green. And what you're going to do on the long side, you're going to score on both sides at 1/2 inch. And actually, you can see it better here. At 1/2 inch, and you're going to score at 1 inch. Okay, 1/2 inch, 1 inch. And then you'll turn it in your either your scoring tool or in your paper trimmer and do a 1/2 inch and 1 inch. Then you're going to turn it long ways. And again, we're going to do 1/2 inch and 1 inch, but we're only going to do this on one side. The reason is this is your pocket. So you can kind of picture this is the bottom of your pocket. You don't want this to fold in at the top because you want to put your goodies in there. Okay, and then we're going to cut this with our paper snips. Now, where did I put mine? Here they are, right where I needed them to be. I'm just going to check comments here. Unfortunately, unless you log in and become a member of my Facebook page, and I think I posted instructions on this before, I don't see your comments. I can only see them after the fact and on my Facebook group, okay? So keep that in mind. All right, so we're on the short end here, and I showed you here how you cut. So you hold it towards you. You're first going to cut up just to that 1 inch mark on the bottom here. Then you're going to cut out this little L, giving you this little flap. So let's do it to this side. Okay, I cut up to the line. Then I'm going to turn it. And then I'm going to cut my L shape out like so. All right, and this is what I get. Then I get the little flap here. And then we're going to do the same thing with the other piece. So again, score lines are at the bottom on the long piece. I'm going to cut all the way up to that line where they meet, all the way up here on this line. And hopefully you can see that. I think you can. And then I'm going to cut across here to get rid of that, and across here to get rid of that, leaving me with this little flap. Can do the same thing over here. Go all the way down here. All the way down here. And then I'm going to turn it. And I'm going to cut. And I am going to cut. Okay, now these are our pocket pieces. Let me get these little pieces out of the way before they end up all over my floor. Put them in my waste can. All right, now we need to grab our bone folder. Now, let's see, where is mine? Oh, I left it on my other table. Let me grab it quick. Now, these are real quick and easy to make, and you excuse me, you'll only use about one piece of cardstock. And depending if you use the full pages of Designer Series paper or the 6x6, I use 2 pieces of designer paper 6x6. I'm just taking my bone folder, running over these creases real good. So we want them to give you a nice fold. We want it to all come together beautifully. So what do you guys think you would put in this? Any ideas? I'm always open to new suggestions because I love to give little gifts like this. These make great little stocking stuffer type gifts. You could also pair these with gift cards. Hey, Rhonda. Hey, Arlena. Welcome, welcome. Good to see you. My friend Arlena, her daughter's getting married tomorrow. And she had some real fancy hair today. She sent me a picture. It was really pretty. All right. Now this is the way the box goes together. See these flaps here? You're going to turn the side of the box, fold it in. And this little flap, you're going to put some glue on. Hope you can see that. Okay, so put your little flap on here. Glue there. Now you're just going to bend this in. And you're just going to pinch it. See how I'm pinching it in the inside there just to hold it for just a second. Now, if you are not a green glue fan, Rhonda Wade, not saying anything. If you're not a green glue fan, you can use, and by green glue, I'm talking about Tombow glue. You can use your seal, and you could even use tear and tape on this, whatever works best for you. All right. Let me put some more glue on here. And we're doing the same thing. We just fold it in that little tab to the bottom piece there, and all is well. The next thing, this bottom piece that we have, you're going to fold it in. So everybody see how I fold that in? That leaves you with these two flaps on the side. And you're just going to take just a smidgen of glue and run it across the bottom here and stick this down. And that's exactly why some people do not like liquid glue, because they get all over your fingers. And I'm just going to hold that for a quick second here. And then I'm going to go over the other side, and I'm going to do the same thing. I'm just going to put a little glue right here. Now, I hear about the patience with the liquid glue. See, for me, I like the ability to move stuff around. If I don't get it just right, I can still move it around. But the quickness of our Seal Plus is pretty amazing. And it holds things like this together, so you'll get good longevity out of it too. All right, so I have my pocket one done, and this is what it looks like on the other side in case you're curious. Don't worry about your little glue down here if you have it. It's going to be hidden anyway. We're going to set that aside. We're going to do the same thing with number 2. I'm going to put the little glue here on the tab and fold that in and hold. Hi, Amy. Hope all's well with you and your family. Okay, Arlena, making fun of my smidgen. All right. And then you're going to do the same thing over here. Now, if you have a lot of gifts like this to make people, I'm going to do an open studio day. And you can come and make some projects like this if you're located in the Freeland area. If not, you never know. Maybe I'll schedule a Zoom and we can get together and make our projects together. I will say I held a class, it was last night, as a matter of fact, for my Advent Lodge. And we all got together on a Zoom, and it was so much fun just having other crafters in the same virtual room as I was. So I got to talk, and we could do things together, and at the end, everybody knows how to put the project together and show each other what we've accomplished for the evening. Hey, Heather. Hope all's well with you. Hey, Joe. Miss seeing you. Annie's not a fan of the Tombow glue either. Well, girls. All right, so we got our second pocket here. And I'm getting the Tombow off my hands. That's what you do. And now we can adhere these to our base piece. So the only thing you have to do is put glue around this whole layer here. So let me go ahead. I'm going to do that. For those of you that are just joining, we're making a really cute gift that you can give somebody to either hold a nice cookie and hot cocoa or some popcorn and maybe some Good and Plenty's or some Dots or Reese's Peanut Butter Cups. Can you tell where I'm going with this? Everything that I like. Good and Plenty's I'm not that big of a fan of, but I like the other ones, the fruity ones. I forget what they're called. But and I'm just putting my bone folder in there, just working that so it stays stuck down. So we have side number 1 with our pocket on. Now we're on side number 2 here. We're going to glue it down the same way. Mike and Ike's, that is right, Mike and Ike's. I love them. Yeah, I have a few favorites of things, and that is one of them. Those and Dots. When I was really young, my grandma, it would been my dad's mom, she always had a hidden stash in her cupboard. And she would have Dots in there. And then she had these, my sister is on, she'll know what they're called. But they were fruit too, but they were kind of like Chewies. We always call them Chewies, but I know that's not their real name. But anyway, we would sneak in her cupboard, and she always kept them in a little Tupperware dish. And we would eat those things. We'd pick all the colors out that we liked, and we'd always leave the black and the green. So Grandma would go to the cupboard, and that's all that would be left. The little traditions. Okay, so now we have both pockets of our little box. Now we need to decorate this box and put our little hinge in between so it stands up. Now this would be really cute. You could even make this into like an apron and put some recipes in here along with, let's say you have a great chocolate chip recipe. You could put the recipes in one pocket and then put a finished cookie in the other pocket to kind of carry on traditions. One of my favorites, and I know this is going to sound really sick, but my grandma made the best date nut bars. They were super, super good. We love the date nut bars. Okay, so now we have to figure out what we want to put here. On this one here, I put designer series paper, which I think looks really cute the way I did this one. Give you both sides. On this one here, I just embossed the white piece with the snowflake embossing folder, which I absolutely love. If you don't have this, this is something you're going to want. It goes perfectly with both of these stamp sets, Christmas Friends and Reindeer Fun. You will see me using it quite a bit. So we have our choice of what we want to do. If we do a white piece on here to decorate this and run it through the embossing folder, we're going to cut this basic white cardstock piece at 2 3/4 by 4. Okay. If you put designer series paper on there, it's the same measurement. Only you might have to add, of course, you know, the white banner that we put on here is not going to look good on a piece of white. So we'd have to, you know, make some alterations. So I am actually going to pull out my cutter here, and we are going to find a piece of designer series paper that we like. So let me push some stuff out of the way here. So how many of you guys have our Stampin' Up! Paper trimmer? Just by a show of hands. Hey, Crystal, how are you? Hey, Rosemary, welcome, welcome. Hope you're all doing well. Just seeing what I can put on here. Oh, that's not too bad. That's the same pattern. I'm going through my paper packs here that I have stuff that's left in. Ooh. Don't know if I like that or I love it. Don't like that. All right. Let me keep digging in here. Well, that would be very eye-catching. All right. I don't see anything in there I want. Let me go to my reindeer fun paper, and we're gonna see if we can cross match these, which you can do with a lot of our designer series papers because we use the same color schemes, which is nice. You know, so real red in one paper is gonna match real red in another. Look at how cute this paper is. You can see I cut some circles out, which I'll be showing you in just a minute. So I don't really like that piece. Let's see here. It all looks good. Yes, they do. All right, that's cute. Let me grab, see what else I have. Ooh, that wild plaid. Some trees. Let's see. I think that's going to be too much deer. Not a fan of that. All right, we're going with the first choice. Sorry, guys. I think I'm going to just use the plain old green on green, which I think will look all right. We're going to find out. All right, and ooh, maybe that. Oh, we'll use the stars. Okay, so this designer series paper for that piece is going to be 2 3/4 by 4. So I'm going to cut 2 3/4 here. And 2 3/4, so we have both sides. So you're going to need to cut 2 of them. Okay. And then we're going to cut them by 4. So remember, if you want all of these instructions and the pre-cut pieces and all the supplies to make these as well as many others, you get about pretty close to $50 for the product. And it's $59 sent directly to your home. I will add a link out there so that you can order it and I can ship it to you with some fun little surprises. Or if you place a $50 order, you can choose whatever you want. You get the free tutorials. So if you want to make this with entirely different paper, you could do that. So now I'm just adding glue to the back side. And remember too, you can come back and rewatch the videos too, but sometimes I like to have it in print because I keep my stuff in a little notebook so that when I want to make more of these, let's say I want to make these for Thanksgiving and put our silverware in here with maybe a little sweet treat, I can do that. And you just modify it for whatever you need to make it for. These would be really cute done for team sports. I mean, when I look at this, I kind of see a basketball jersey. You know, you could put the number right on the front here. I mean, doesn't this look like a shirt? So you could put the team number here and give them a little surprise, you know, for after the game when they win, right? Okay, there we go. We have our 2 pieces of designer series paper on, and this is one reason why I like liquid glue. See how that shifted? There we go. That looks better. Okay, now I've already pre-cut 2 of the banners from Stylish Shapes, and I used that 2 3/8 circle punch, and I punched out some cute little circles here that I thought would look really cute on my little reindeer packet. And I really like him, so we might punch out another one of him. And before I put him on there, though, I've also, well, maybe I lied. Maybe I didn't punch those out. Let me go back. I need to grab 2 red circles with the second largest Stylish Shape circle. So you're going to use this one here. Let me grab 2 red circles real quick. Is 1 circle. Let me grab 1 more. I'm trying to use some of my scrappy pieces up. All right, got my other circle. There we go. And this is real easy. We're just going to take this circle and we are going to glue it down on top of this other circle. Just gives a nice little border. And then I'm going to grab the paper and we're going to punch out another one because I like that on here. And what did I do with the punch? There it is. Good gravy. All right, we're going to find a deer and I know they're all the same. I just try to position it so I can get the little robins, or I'm sorry, little cardinals in here too. I think it's cute. All right, punch him out. And I bumped one of my light switches here because it's changing colors on me. Give me 1 second. Let's see which one it is. That's better. Back to white light. And then we're going to put this other one on. Put your glue on. And your circle. And voila. And then the banner is real easy. You're just going to take in the center of your stitch banners. You're just going to put a little glob of glue on there. Again, you can use Seal or Seal Plus for this. And you just center him. Okay. We'll do the same with this one. Well, throwing it at myself now. So, has anybody had the opportunity to try any of the new flavored coffees at Starbucks? My daughter's like a Starbucks fiend, and she says there's a really good cookie one. Hi, Sandy. Hey, Linda. Hey, Lori. Make sure I'm not missing anything. Hey, Christy. Yeah, she says the flavors are amazing. I've been drinking Big B. I love Big B coffee that has, what did I do with my, you ever have something in front of you and you're like, okay, I know where that's at, and then all of a sudden, it's vanished. I'm looking for dimensionals. They're probably looking me right in the eye. I'll grab some other ones. Thank goodness I have my little stand next to my desk here. I got to use some small ones because that's what's closest. And I'm just going to put these on the back. Normally I would use bigger ones because this doesn't warrant small, but I just want to pop that up a little bit. Okay, got that. Okay, there we go. And then that goes right on here, centered like this. And then we're going to turn him over and take our other one, and we're going to pop it up too. There we go. Now, if you do not get my newsletter, I'll also put the subscription thing out there because I send free little tutorials in there, and I have a schedule what's going on for the month. Like I'm still doing Christmas card classes, and then as of the first of the year, we switch over to all occasion. If you take 6 classes, then you get the 7th one free. All right, now this is the fun part. This is probably the hardest part that we have to do, and that is putting the little handle on the box. It doesn't look that hard, but it can be. So what you're going to do, you're going to put glue, and I don't put the glue on the circle. I'm putting it around this little edge here. I probably have too much. And I know Rhonda and Annie and Arlene are probably laughing because I'm noted to do that. All right, and then I stick this on here like so. Just going to hold it a second, as it gets stuck to my fingers. There we go. And then I'm going to turn it over on the other side. And we're going to take my other little circle. And again, these were made by using the second largest and the third largest. You put your second largest as the outside ring, and then your third largest goes in the center. And I'm going to just run glue around here. And attach this. And I'm going to try to kind of line these up, as you can see, so they kind of look like they're overlapping, but they're not glued together yet. Okay. Let that hang out for a few minutes, because then we're going to come into the inside here and we're going to glue their tops together. Come on out of there, glue. All right. All right, there we go. And we're just going to pinch this for a second and let it dry. Okay, come on, come on. Now, you're going to want to make sure you tune in. I'm going to be going live again tomorrow. I'm going to say probably about 8 o'clock tomorrow, so a little bit earlier, because tomorrow is like a school night for me because I have to get up and go into work. And I have to get my beauty sleep because I need a lot of it. So here is your handle now on your box. You can kind of see how it looks from the top and from the side. But now we need this piece in between here. So let me tell you about this piece. This piece is our connector piece. And let me slide the box out of the way a minute. And the connector piece is going to be 4 1/4 by 4. I use garden green. And what you're going to do is you are going to score it on your scoreboard or on your paper trimmer on the 4-inch side. You're going to score it at 1/2 inch. You're going to score it at 2 inches, and you are going to score it at 3 1/2 inches. And that gives you the 1/2 inch fold on both sides, and then your center piece. And you're just going to take your bone folder. You're going to fold that up, and take your bone folder and run across the bottom. So, funny story about deer, seeing as how we're working with the reindeer fun tonight. I was dropping my mom off after going to the hospital to see my uncle, and was coming home, and I used to work at this way back when, a 7-Eleven, and it's now gone out of business, so it's kind of sitting barren by my mom's house. And I'm talking to my sister on the phone, and all of a sudden, this humongous deer is in front of me. And I'm talking like humongous. I mean, it's taller than my car. I drive a Bronco, a mini Bronco, not a big one. But I drive a Bronco, and this thing is like over the hood of my car. And it was an 8-point, and it just kind of stood in front of my car. I don't know how I even hit the brakes in time, to be honest with you. There's nobody behind me, and the car on the side of me saw me braking, so then he decided to brake. But it was pretty creepy because I didn't know if I was going to hit this doggone thing or not. So, needless to say, I didn't. So that's a good thing. Okay, so now we have this. Can everybody see that? It's kind of like a short W. So we have a valley, mountain, and then valley, and then it comes up again on both sides. This is how this goes into your piece. So you put glue on these two side pieces, like so. Now, when you make these, I'd love for you to share them either to the group or to the page so I can see your beautiful creations. And this just goes on here like this. You just line it up at the bottom. Make sure your sides are even. And then we're just going to press this down like so. Hey, Lori and Birdie. Birdie, I haven't seen you in forever. I bet your grandkids are getting huge. Hi, Sandy. All right, and then we're going to do the same thing on this side. We're going to put our glue down. Again, you can use tear tape, you can use seal, whatever your heart desires. And I'm just going to stick this like this. I'm just going to stick it. And there we go. And that is done. Now, if you don't subscribe to my YouTube channel, go on and check me out. I have a few videos out there. I'm trying to build that. And I also have my page and this group. So I try to stream to all of them. And I've tried to do a couple reels lately too. I'm not real good at it yet, but I'm hoping to bring you some fast and easy projects. So now we have the bottom of our little package here, but we need to do a little more decorating. So I've gone ahead and I've die cut these holly leaves and the little berries. And I'm just gonna put a little dot of glue here on my holly berries. On my holly leaves for my holly berries. That. Okay, and then I'm going to put a little bit of glue here and put this right here on the edge of our package. And you can use one or you can use two. If I use two, I think I would almost try to mirror them on both sides so that you can't like see the back. Let's try one of those. I haven't done that yet, so I will grab my other holly berries if I can find them. All right. There it is. Let's say berry down. Can't find it. So my daughter and I went to Hobby Lobby and bought a whole bunch of new Christmas stuff for our tree. Everything is 50% off that's Christmas related. It's insane. There were so many people in there. We couldn't wait to get out. It was like, oh, this is enough of this. So I'm just going to lay these on top of each other and hope that I get it to the right pieces for the right. And I think that might be it, right? No? All right, come on. Yep. That's the small leaf. That's got to go there. Okay, I got it. I got it. I think I got it. And if I don't, I'm sticking it on here anyway. You can just pretend with me that it's all lined up and perfect. Let me take a look at it. That goes like that. So this should go like this. Yeah, it's not perfect. I guess it won't be. I would actually, I think, put them on opposite sides just so you don't have to see it. So we're going to do that. There we go. Wipe that off. That looks better than trying to stick them together. All right, and the last thing, I've cut this wonderful tag out of the greetings of the season, and I wanted to take our reindeer set and put on here, let's see what fits. Let's use this one. Oh. Let me grab a block real quick. And I think this would look really good to bring out the red. I'm going to use real red. And this is kind of a cute saying, Christmas is better together. Because, you know, like hot cocoa and cookies, right? And let me grab my red and white twine. The liquid glue gun, Lori, I got it from, oh, shoot. Tonight's a bad night to ask a question like that because I am exhausted, to be honest. I'll send you a link for it so you have it. And I'm just going to cut with my ribbon shears here a piece of the red and white twine. And then we are going to run this through. Come on, I got sticky glue fingers. Oh, and look at, I smeared it. Oh boy. That'll be a good spot for a peppermint. All right, now pull this through. Whenever I work with red ink, I'm almost assured to get it on something. So I'm just going to wrap it around here, and then we are going to tie it on our little project here. Let's see, where do we want it? I should have tied it the other way. Let's do it this way. I'm going to put it at the top, I think. I'm going to glue it on and tie a bow down here. You could tie it around the handle, but that's going to cover up stuff too much. So I'm just going to tie a little bow on here with my sticky gluey fingers. Let's try this again. There we go. Come on. Yep, there's another smear. Now I need two. All right. There we go. And I'm going to trim that. And then I think I want it to go. Where do I want it to go? See, I should have put that on top. Hold on. Minor modification here. If you don't like something and you use liquid glue, you can just peel it right off, right? Maybe. Look at that. And now I can cover up my little smear here too. Look at that. Now we're cooking on high. And now I can put this back on here. Let me add a little more liquid glue. And we're going to stick it right here like this. And I even covered up my smear marks. See? Okay. So now I have my finished product here. And my daughter had this cookie out here, so I'm going to show you this big cookie. Now, granted, this is a Halloween cookie, but pretend it's a Christmas cookie. And it's in this nice little package, and it will, hopefully, this package is really big on this. I'm going to have to fold it down a little bit. It's thick, too. All right, and we're going to squeeze our little cookie in there. See our little cookie in there? How cute is that? Now imagine that being a cute little decorated reindeer Christmas cookie in that side. And then in this side, we could put hot cocoa, a little tiny package of marshmallows, and a spoon. How cute would that be? Well, this is all I had for you this evening. But again, tune in tomorrow night. Tomorrow night, I'm making something really cute for a gift. I thought about my friend, well, actually a couple different friends that sell Mary Kay. I have Maddie Wade, I have Birdie on here, and Joe Blakely. They all sell Mary Kay. And so I am making a little makeup bag with travel size items in it that you can give for the holidays. So if you need to fill this bag, reach out to them and get some of these trial sizes because they will fit perfectly in here, and this project is going to be absolutely adorable. It'll hold 3 travel sizes, and you can even fit a couple nail files in there. You could do nail polish, you could do hand sanitizers, you could do hand lotions. So I can't wait to bring that one to you tomorrow. That's tomorrow's live. So you'll have a bunch of cute little gifts that you can give somebody when we're all done. So make sure you like and share my page. And if you'd like to order from me, you can get all these tutorials, as I mentioned, with a $50 purchase. I'll post the host code out there for you. And you have lots of different choices on how you want to make your boxes because you get the paper if you order using my event. I'll send you all the paper. There's over $50 in product plus all the tutorials to make these. Okay? And the pre-cut pieces to make one of these. Not all 3. You have to get creative on your own too. All right? Well, thank you all for joining me tonight, and I look forward to seeing you tomorrow night. I'm going to shoot for 8 o'clock, so join me right back here at 8, either on the Stampin' Creative by You Facebook page, group, or YouTube channel. Have a blessed evening.